said anywhere.
Hey, great day. Welcome to the House of Cons. Salute to all the cons in the house. Tribe Buck, Uni Big Tree in the house. Legend of Nugget, Charlie in the house. Kahe in the house. You know what I'm saying? Tribe Buck, salute. Everybody hit that like, share the video, subscribe. And if you won't get that membership, my naga. Hey, I'm Blackjack, by the way, for those that don't know, if you're new in the house, you know what I'm saying? This is a House of Cons. You know, we drop that hardcore, you know what I'm saying? We hit you in the jaw with the straight raw, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't leave no stones uncovered. You know what I'm saying? We pulling the sword from the stone, my naga. We over here talking about that real history. The title of the show this afternoon is the Indigenous American, my naga, or the Tamerican, my naga. And y'all saw the thumbnail, right? We got that thumbnail up once again. I got a fresh find in the background, my naga, and I went ahead and imposed my beach naga right in front of it, just to connect some dots. My naga, 2 feathers up. My naga, 2 feathers up in the chat. My naga, Charles Johnson in the house. Salute. 2 feathers up in the chat, my naga. And we gonna connect the dots. We gonna connect the dots, my naga. So I superimposed the picture on the front. You know, y'all remember that one. You know what I'm saying? That postcard, that girl over dresses. Yeah, we got that with the bush. You know, I got that one on the front. But we got the new find in the background with the arrow pointing to it. My naga, salute. We connecting the dots, my naga. Yeah, bro got on the headband with 2 feathers, my naga. I know what I'm looking at. I know y'all know what y'all looking at too, man. You know, they might try to turn around and tell us it's African, but we know better. You know what I'm saying? They want to say they black, they Africans, right? We know better. We looking at the culture, my naga. We looking at the cultural garbs, my naga. We talking about the Indigenous American, the Tamerican, my naga. We about to dive right on into it. I'm gonna show y'all where I got this source from. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about a couple things. And we back at it once again, y'all. Hey, and I wanna let me pause for the calls. I gotta give a special shout out. Let me pause for the calls. Let me give a special shout out to Maxine Cross. Hit me up with the $5 cash out. Salute, appreciate you, Maxine Cross. Salute, Tribe Buck. Maxine Cross hit me with the $5 cash out. She say we appreciate you. I appreciate you too, Maxine. Sister, I do appreciate you. You know, we try to pop off over here on a daily basis. We try to load our library up with as many of our own images as possible. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to normalize this because it should be normalized. The truth should be normalized, not lies and fiction. You know, we all been brainwashed and indoctrinated. So I'm gonna do my part to try a book. And one more time, salute to Maxine Cross. Appreciate you big time, sis. And we about to get into this this little message we got going on for the night. And I want to let y'all know the Naga is the Indigenous American salute. And I know everybody want to know where I got that thumbnail from. We're going to glance back at that one more time. You know, the two feathers up. Y'all want to know where I got that from? I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all where this come from indeed, my Naga. I'm going to show you exactly where this comes from. And we're going to talk about it. After I show y'all where this comes from, we're going to talk about a few things, all right? So let's go to it. This image comes from Maps and Atlas's Natural History and Color Plate books featuring the mapping of America, right? So y'all see what the price is for this kind of material. You know, I would love to own this book. You know, and this is in Suriname, Managa. We've been doing show. Hey, salute Romani Bay in the house, tribe book. We done did a couple live streams on Suriname, you know, showing how they whitewashed the Indigenous Americans on the coat of arms. We did a couple of live streams showing how they enslaved the Indigenous Surinamese people. They ain't bring no Africans in. They was enslaving the Indigenous people. We did live streams on that. So this image comes from this. It's like I say, y'all see what the book costs. They want then it's six racks. Suriname. This was by Pierre Jacques Benoit. Pierre Jacques, Pepe Le Pew, right? The French once again. A voyage à Suriname. Description des possessions néerlandaises dans la Guyana. You know, like French Guyana, Managa. In the South America, Managa, Suriname, Guyana, Managa. Hell title, hand-colored lithograph, frontispiece, preliminary text, and 49 hand-colored lithographs on tissue mounted on wool, folio, modern red leather, some foxing and minor damp stain, tissue guards quite foxed. All right, additional details. This work is of particular interest for its ethnographic and sociological content. It says it's of particular interest, Managa, the majority of which relates to the daily life of Suriname's Indian, Jewish, Black, and Dutch population. Salute. When they say the Indians, they say Jews, or do they mean Israelites? I mean, when they say Indians and blacks, they're talking about the same people. When they're saying Jewish, are they talking about Israelites? If they're talking about Israelites, they're still talking about the same people. They're talking about Ashkenazi, they're talking about somebody else, right? And the Dutch population. We know the Dutch is the colonizer, right? The Dutch and possibly the Ashkenaz, right? So let's look at some of the pictures in here. This expensive piece of work, right? It's ancient piece of work. Got a lot of truth in it. The truth costs, man. They want you to spend for that truth, Managa. Let's look at some of this in here. All right, I'm gonna try to blow it up some more where everybody can see. Hold on, let me click on it like that. Blow it up like that. All right. So right here, let's blow it up more. All right. I see the Naga slap dab in the middle. Salute. Naga's got clothes hanging up. Y'all know I gotta investigate everything. Y'all know my nose ass. Y'all know I gotta look at everything from a third eye point of view, my Naga. Look at this. Can you see what that says? Like it says Isaac, Abraham, Levi, Aaron. What? Look at that. Dang, y'all see that? Hold on. That says Isaac, Abraham, Levi, Aaron. And I can't read the rest. Walker, something. Look at that, y'all. Oh, they talking. Well, who is Isaac and Abraham got to be over here? This ain't Isaac, Abraham, and Levi over here by no means. No way. This Neanderthal meat over here can't be Isaac, Abraham, and Levi and all over here. It got to be over here. This is untainted right here. There's no Neanderthal there, buddy. That Naga too black. Ain't no Neanderthal in that. Then the soul, and that's the original man, my Naga. They measuring this Naga. What they measuring him? To tailor him some clothes? Like this guy, like he got on European clothes, my Naga. He's about to tailor the other Naga, my Naga. He said, let us fix you up, my Naga. Look at this Naga. This Naga got on a shirt and tie. Is that little orangutan over there? That might be they kinfolk over here. I don't know. Who is that, they kinfolk? A little Reese's monkey. He got his booty crack out. I notice everything, my Naga. I notice everything, my Naga. What's going on? What is going on in this picture? What did it say up here? Can y'all see that? I can't blow it up no more, man. Let me know if y'all can see that. If y'all can see that, put it in the chat what it say. Let me take these lokes off. See if I can see this better, man. What's going on up in here? A book or something. What is going on? Oh yeah, they making his clothes. Look, y'all, they tailoring clothes for the Naga. Y'all look at this. Got a little cat down there. Somebody got a bonnet on in the back. It say, yeah, take this loincloth off. We trying to assimilate you. Yeah, because we're going to start calling you African American lady. We don't need you with loincloths and feathers on looking like an Indian out here. That ain't going to work. We're going to have to call. We need you to put on these European clothing so we can call you an African American lady or just a black, not an Indian no more. We need to assimilate you Nagas. Take that shit off. It said these Nagas is Isaac, Abraham, and Levi. You got a parrot up there, my Naga. Look at that. That's a voodoo doll. They got shoes. What's going on here, man? These are trespassers over here. Yeah, they was on our land too. They ain't nothing but colonizers too, coming across the Bering Strait. We know who these people is. They was over here with us, my Naga. But they ain't supposed to be here either. They ain't supposed to be here either, my Naga. I see what's going on. You got the real Nagas, then you got the Pretendians over here. The Pretendians over here, right? The Bering Strait Indians, trespassers. Look at him. He looked like he came across the Bering Strait. All over here trying to blend in with the tribe and shit. Well, I say I don't fool with them people, y'all. They with that bullshit. Cause the reason why I be mad is because they've been trying to deny us forever, and we the original people. They invaded our land before the other Europeans and the French and the Dutch. These people right here, they invaded first through the Bering Strait. And they got the nerve to try to say the Nagas ain't the real ones. They try to join with the other Europeans with their buddies. You know, the friendly Indians, my Naga. They try to join with their buddies and say, y'all, them niggas African Americans. They from Africa. Lying. Knowing we let them be over here. If these were African slaves, why is he getting fitted along with these people? Salute. We can stop for a minute, y'all, and investigate from a third eye point of view. I ain't gotta move on yet. We can ask some simple, common sense questions. Simple common sense, Managa. Why would if this was, let's just go with the colonizer narrative. Let's say these are slaves from Africa. Where's shackles at? Where's chain? Where's the man whipping them? Okay, if he's a slave, are these slaves too? They getting fitted for clothes too? Hey, he say that's the 13th tribe. Only Big Tree say that's the 13th tribe, boy. He say that's the Japhet tribe. That's the 13th tribe, Managa. See, they want to try. See, they can't twist this around. See, we can push them in the corner very easily. They're going to say, oh, yeah, he a slave, and those are the real Indians over there. That's what they're going to say, right? They're going to say, he a slave, and them the real Indians. Oh, yeah, he a slave, and the real Indians. What a whoop that trick master at? What a slave master ready to whoop that trick then? And why is he getting fitted for clothes with these guys? And why are they talking about the 12 tribes, Managa? And why is this guy in the shirt and tie look like? You know, they're just roaming free. Clearly not slaves, clearly not Africans, clearly indigenous Americans. These people, not originals. Not originals, Managa. I'm just saying, Managa. I'm going to deny them until they stop denying us. You're going to deny us, I'm going to continue to deny you and your people. Because you know who the original are. Alright? Yeah, the Naga got his parrot, man. The Naga got his bird, my Naga. How come we don't never see, you know what I'm saying? And speaking of the Pretendians on the dogs rolls, and you know them other people, How come they ain't never got no parrot, my naga? I'm just saying. Them nagas ain't got no parrot. Nagas ain't got no parrot, my naga. They be talking about they the real ones, my naga. How you gonna be you if you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't see no pictures of them folks with no parrot, my naga. It's always the naga. Naga talking to the bird, teaching the bird how to talk. Look at that. Naga got on do-rags and bonnets, you know what I'm saying? Naga still doing the same thing the Naga been doing. This Naga here is colonial. He might be European. This might be a Huguenot Naga. He's fitting shoes on the indigenous Naga. My Naga, look at this. Are we seeing what's going on, my Naga? Are we seeing clearly? Third eye open, my Naga. Third eye point of view. Let's move on to the next page, my Naga. We're gonna look at a few of these before we move on to a little bit of reading today. Here's another page. Look at the sisters. Look at the sisters. Sisters over there cooking and cleaning. Look at that, man. In rare form, in original form, my Naga. In original form, my Naga. Look at the sisters. Look at that. Look at that. They say what nothing but tents in America. I be damn. That look like concrete masonry back here. They got clotheslines. Naga's been doing this. Naga's been doing this, my Naga. See what the other one got. Look at the sister. Ain't nobody got on ain't nobody got on no Brazilian booty weave. Everybody just got everybody Naga'd up in natural form. Naga like accept me as I am in the most high fashion. Naga's like I don't need no weave. I don't need no Brazilian butt lift. Naga just like we Naga'd up. We tried up. It's too blurry to read what it say at the bottom. Naga got their bonnet on. That's why I don't even be tripping off the sisters when they wear their bonnet. That junk them been passed down in their bloodline. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You just better understand it. I ain't even mean to move forward yet. Hold on. Let's move to the next one. All right, hold on. Let me shrink it back now. So that ain't it. Yeah, I know that ain't it. Yeah, what we got here? What is this? Oh, is that some swine? Oh my gosh. Is that swine? It looks like some swine, fellas. See, man, we got our land took, man. We wasn't keeping the code. We were doing a lot. We were wilding. Our ancestors was wilding. Some still is. You know, some Nagas get up every morning and be on that bacon, my Naga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Nagas eating from a hoofed foot animal and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Nagas breaking the code. We lost the promised land, my Naga. I mean, we ain't lost it, but we lost control. What is all this? Is this idolatry going on? Idolatry? What is that? I mean, Paul for the call. Y'all know Blackjack be wildin' sometime. I don't know, I be cracking jokes. But, you know, I do got a sense of humor, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know this is a serious topic. But boy, them some sag ass titties right there. Boy, I'm just saying, boy, them titties, they're hurting. Salute to the ancestors, my Naga. I'm crying. We gotta laugh sometimes. So them titties sagging. They should have had a push-up bra for Auntie back then. What's going on over here? What these Nagas got going on over? Is this Naga dead? Look at this, one white guy. See, that's why I don't be believing the slave story, man. Them Nagas could have these little bit of white guys involved, man. These Nagas could have easily. That's why I don't believe what these Nagas playing pool. That's a pool table, my Naga. You see that? The Nagas playing pool. Okay, Nagas out here playing pool. Okay, salute. Nagas got the pool sticks, the pool table. Okay, Nagas playing pool. Okay, let's see what else going on. Here we go. Let's look, y'all. Let's look. Oh, they got a bird, y'all. They got a parrot. Okay, they got a parrot. Man, where they come from, though, man? We know where they come from, man. These are Barren Strait people, man. They don't even look like us, man. No way, my Naga. No way. No way. How come the Naga artifacts always cost the most? Even when let's talk about that. How come the Naga, American Naga artifacts cost more than damn near anything else on Earth? It's always the Naga, man. You put that Naga with feathers on and bow and arrow, that shit finna cost more than the pale face with the bow and arrow. That shit costing more than everybody. That shit costing more than just like if you get a and this how I know it's a difference. You got them down Negro, nappy-headed Negro Indian statuettes, tobacco statues, clocks, that shit higher than the motherfucker. Then they pull up an African statue, it don't even cost that much. Why? I mean, if these Nagas was Africans, wouldn't any African statue cost? Why? Why it doesn't? Why the other people's statues don't cost that much? You gotta ask yourself. Just like this book here costs $5,500. I wonder why. Oh, look at that sister. I bet she got on pearls and hoops. Look at that sister. That's a mulatto sister. That's a dark-skinned sister. This Naga, man. This Naga might be a Huguenot Naga from across the way, man. Look at this Naga. He over here playing the violin, my Naga. I don't know about that Naga. These don't look like slaves to me. Nagas is dressed very well, my Naga. The Nagas in yellow, looking very lovely, my Naga. Isn't she lovely? Hey, salute to the original Copper Empress Hobart in the house. Salute, Tribe Bug. Y'all look at that yellow, my Naga. The Nagas got on yellow. What the yellow, right? They got yellow, purple. Who is this? Who is this old porcelain? Who is this white Nubian queen? That's the white Nubian queen, man. Yeah, they're praying to that porcelain goddess. Man. Hey man, what's going on there? What is going on, man? You know what I'm saying? Then look at this Naga. This Naga is a soldier. He with them. That Naga there is with them, man. He ain't with us. He with them. Giving that Naga the other side eye. Alright, let's go forward, y'all. Yeah, man, this something good. Y'all might want to. Okay, we back to the top now. I guess we back to the top. So this something good. Y'all might want to investigate on y'all own. I might even order this one. Maps, Atlases, Natural History, and Color. I ain't gonna order this one. Of course, I'm gonna order the remake. I ain't about to. They got blackjack messed up. Before I get them $5,500 for this, I'm gonna buy that Bone Savage clock for about $5 grand. I ain't buying this. I'd rather get the Bone Savage clock. All right. Let's move on. You know, we be talking Nagas. You know, Nagas Naga'd up. You know, connecting the dots. So that's where that intro photo comes. The intro photo actually comes from that what we were just looking at. It's deep up in there somewhere. They ain't give us all the lithographs. It was just that one. You see what I'm saying? So it's like this. That's where the source at. If you want to dig further, y'all saw where it was at. It was to do with Jaquez Benoit, Managa, Voyages Suriname. All right, so let's look at something else though. I wanted to get into, man, cause we talking these Nagas, the Indian. We got proof. We connecting dots. Nagas feathered up. We know what it is. You can't lie. I mean, it ain't. It's just obvious. We just pointed it out for everybody else to see at this point, so they can start playing with us. But let's talk about something else. Let's go into a little reading. We want to go back to this Racial Integrity Act in 1924 and how it was an attack on indigenous identity. It was an attack on indigenous identity, Managa. The Racial Integrity Act was an attack on the indigenous people and your identity, Managa. That's what it was all about. Captain John Smith Chesapeake National Historic Trail. Okay, say at the beginning of the 20th century, the eugenics movement. Oh, here we go. Eugenics directly involved, right? Eugenics, the Racial Integrity Act. Next thing you know, the Naga something else now. Now we got a new people here. You see what I'm saying? Eugenics, change the Naga, boom, in come the faker. That's what I mean here. Eugenics tied directly to it, my Naga. Eugenics is the practice of controlling reproduction to alter the genetic characteristics of a population. Even if you do it on paper, my Naga. You want to alter the genetic characteristics of a population even if it's done on paper, my Naga. Some advocates of eugenics believe that methods like selective breeding and sterilization, Planned Parenthood, that's what abortion is sterilization. What you think that is? What you think that is? Abortion is clearly sterilization, controlling your population. The sexual revolution, all that's got to do with controlling the population. Yeah, they want you out here slutting it up, sleeping around, not tribing up, not getting a family. They want all your kids to have different last names. They don't want the man in the house. What you think that's for? It's by design, my naga. It's to sterilize you, my naga. It's to sterilize you so they can alter the genetic characteristics of a population. They want to take your land completely. And they want you gone, my naga. But who decides which traits are desirable and which are undesirable? Historically, eugenics has been used to justify white supremacy. White supremacy, my naga.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make changes.
Resulting in discriminatory policies and heinous practices like forced sterilization. One such policy was the Racial Integrity Act, which was passed in Virginia in 1924. The new law prohibited interracial marriage. And they want to tell you the naga mixed that, huh? They writing laws to prohibit interracial marriage, and they want to sit here in your face and tell you the naga mixed that. I know they don't think you. Alright. The new law prohibited interracial marriage and ushered in a long period of discriminatory racial designation administered by the government. One of the act's main proponents was a physician named Walter Ashby Plecker. As the head of Virginia's Bureau of Vital Statistics from 1912 to 1946, Plecker was responsible for ensuring that all infants born in Virginia received birth certificates that included their racial designation. In active eugenics, Plecker used bureaucracy as a weapon against blacks and indigenous people. The blacks is the indigenous people. How come you always group together with nobody else? How come they always saying black and indigenous? It didn't say black, indigenous people, Mexicans. It didn't say white people. It say black. It's always black and natives. Blacks and indigenous and blacks and Indians, because the Indian is you, my naga. It is you. It's always blacks and Indians, blacks and Indians. It is you. They're playing you with words. Yeah, a weapon against the indigenous people, right? The Nagas. A weapon against the Nagas. It wasn't until 1967 that the Racial Integrity Act was overturned by the Supreme Court in the Loving versus Virginia case. Nevertheless, Plecker's legacy of racial discrimination still impacts communities today, in particular tribal communities, my naga. He's still affecting you today. Many find it difficult to document their ancestral lineage due to the paper genocide that identify all Nagas, all non-white individuals as color, regardless of their identity. Despite this challenge, 7 tribes have gained federal recognition in Virginia, my naga. Nagas tribed up. 7 tribes tribed up, my naga, and got their recognition, regardless. But like I say, we don't need their recognition. Damn them. We know who we are. We are the recognition. Eugenic origins of the Racial Integrity Act. Eugenics argue that genetic purity could lead to a more utopian society. Oh, they want a utopian society, my naga. The idea was to select and support the proliferation of desired heritable characteristics through control over the parental rights of specific communities. Look at that. Look what they're saying, my naga. It said eugenics argued that genetic purity could lead to a more utopian society. The idea was to select and support the proliferation of desired heritable characteristics through control over the parental rights of specific communities. Child support, birth control, sterilization, abortion, all focused on the naga. They want to delete you nagas. And you falling for it, my naga? Sterilization had become one of the many tools employed by eugenicists across the world, including Nazi Germany, the Nazi blah 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 blah. I forgot all that. Hey, the law of prevention of genetically defective. Fuck all that. The United States, yeah, let's get back to this. The U.S. was no stranger to these cruel treatments and likely informed the rest of the world on eugenics practices. Look at that, the U.S. led the way, Managa. In 1907, the state of Indiana had passed the world's first sterilization law. In Indiana, Managa. Indiana, Managa. I wonder why. The first sterilization law. And in 1924, the Virginia Sterilization Act was enacted, initially targeting the intellectually disabled. That's what they tell you. They call you intellectually disabled. Walter Plecker champions the act. Yeah, we know. He went and changed birth certificates, changed Nagas from tribes to Negro and color. You went from a tribe to being Negro and color due to Walter Plecker, eugenics, Charles Darwin, all of them. All of them. Walter Ashley Plecker was, I don't care about when he was born, man. I ain't even finna go into all this. Look here, the Pocahontas exception. Existing laws had allowed any person with 1/16 or less of American Indian blood and no other non-Caucasian blood to identify as white. Look at this, man. Look what. So to identify as white, they say less than 1/16 Indian blood. They say this was because many, man, I don't even. It's not even necessary to get into this 1/16th, 1/18th, 1/8th, 1/4th, because it's all bullshit. Because if you ain't a nappy-headed Naga, it ain't you any damn way. You gotta be 100% Naga to qualify over here, my Naga. All this 1/16th, 1/8th. Your granddaddy was an Indian, your mama was a cracker. All that. No, we ain't mixing that. No. It's in 1930, the General Assembly officially updated the Racial Integrity Act to define a colored person as anyone who holds even one drop of Naga blood. So all the Indians got called colored. Damn. Hey, they say they looked up. They looked up. They said, hold up. They say, yeah, Negro. Salute the whole tribe. They changed the whole tribe. They say it ain't no more Indians. They say unless you white now. They say the descendants of Europeans now. That's what they said. They said you Nagas, y'all Africans now. Y'all see what went down? They got rid of all the Indians with the swipe of a pen, my Naga. They say knowing that all the Nagas is Indians and not Africans, they made a one-drop rule. They say, yeah, you got one piece of Negro in you, you ain't an Indian. Look at this, look at the bullshit. Ain't that something, my Naga? Ain't that interesting? They said, you got a drop of Naga, no more Indian for you. They say, Plecker ordered state agencies to reclassify most Nagas, talking about most citizens, most Indians who claimed American Indian identity as niggers. Straight up Negro colors. He said, you ain't no Indian. He said, you were African American. Where's Umar? Where's Dr. Umar? He said, you ain't tell these niggas, Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar said, damn right. He said, you ain't no Indian. He said, you a color, lying about being Indigenous American. I said, I ain't lying. I said, you don't know real history. I said, you don't know about the tobacco statues. I said, you dumb motherfucker. I said, you don't know about the Arbonne Savage clocks. You don't know about the allegories. You don't know about the maps. You don't know about the postcards. You don't know about nothing. You don't know about the pearls and the hoops, man. You don't know shit. I said, you dumb as F. I said, you dumb as hell. Talking about, I don't know nothing. Talking about color. Color my ass. African American. Man, all this shit. I said, man, you better take Umar back and over there somewhere. I said, I know Walter Plecker and Umar trying to roll up on us lying, talking about reclassifying. Although many Virginia Nagas was just Native Americans, continued to live in their communities and maintain their tribal practice. They were still rocking their hoops, earrings, still rocking their pearls, their little cookie bush. Nagas still wearing fringes. Nagas feathered up here and there. They were like, F all of that. We ain't going to no damn Africa. That ain't where we from. Church records, for instance, continue to identify them as natives. Salute. So now we go to colored persons and Indians defined 1930. I said that's what I'm talking about. It's always Negroes and Indian. Who's an Indian? Who's a Negro? It's always blacks and natives. It's always colors and Indians. They cannot separate you. You know why? It's impossible. Because it is you. It's playing word games with you, Managa. Speaking from the forked tongue. That's like saying colored persons and Indians is like saying colored persons and blacks. That's like saying niggas and blacks. See what I did? We say the Racial Integrity Act affected niggas and blacks. See what I just did? You think I'm talking two groups? I'm talking about one group. The Racial Integrity Act affected niggas and indigenous people. The Racial Integrity Act affected blacks and Indians. Hey, you talking about the same damn people, man. Stop playing. This is a primary document, my nigga. This is a primary document, my nigga. Let me get my European voice together. Colored persons and Indians defined in 1930, my nigga. Way in that's about not even 100 years ago, my nigga. You still trying to define a nigga, or not even 100 years ago. Ain't y'all been here since the 1400s effing with us, and y'all still ain't came up with nothing? And we here in 1930 and y'all still trying to come up with something for a Naga. Y'all had to define a Naga in 19. He said, we got to figure something out, man. And in 1960, y'all said, oh, we got it. With the help of J.C. Jackson, African American. We got him now, y'all. But in 1930, you was still called colored. You was still called copper-colored Naga. Copper-colored Nagas and Indians defined in 1930. And colored Nagas and Indians defined from the Code of Virginia 1930, the General Assembly provides legal definitions of Nagas and Nagas. Colored Nagas and Indians. Copper-colored. Look, it provides legal definitions. They say, yo, we're gonna clear it all up. We're gonna add some law to this. We're gonna make it legal. They say we're gonna put some legalese to it. We're gonna add some blacks law to this thing. They say we're gonna add legal definition to copper-colored people and Indians. Wait a minute, I'm confused. I thought the Indians was the copper-colored people, the colored people. This was that's why they stopped calling you color, because they said, oh snap, you gotta scratch that out. They gonna put two and two together, they gonna connect the dots, they gonna say color, copper-colored, color. They said stop calling them black. This was one of three so-called racial integrity laws passed between 1924 and 1930 in Virginia. They say, yeah, them Nagas gonna figure it out. Stop calling these Nagas colored. They say, we ain't called nobody else copper colored but the Indians. These Nagas gonna figure out who they is. Stop calling them colored. We ain't called nobody else on the whole entire earth. Not even real Africans. We ain't even called real Africans colored, huh? Did you think about that? Did you ever read in the literature where they all over in Africa and South Africa called the Nagas colored? Did you see them in West Africa called the Nagas colored? Did you see them on the slave ship writing them in as colored? No. Now they waited till they got over here and found you. They said, okay, here we go. They look a little bit different. We'll just call them colored, copper colored. The Africans might be a little slightly darker, even though we do see some darkness over here too, though. So you know that copper color, we gotta just knock that copper off, call them color. I said, oh, these Nagas smart, man. He got a Naga named Blackjack out here connected dots. You call the Nagas copper color, scratch that shit, just call them black. Don't call them colored no more. They gonna figure it out. Colored persons in copper colored persons and Indians defined. Look at that state. This is a law. Statute 67, my Naga. And the U.S. government, my Naga. The U.S. owe us, my Naga. They owe us the decency to get the fuck off our land, my Naga. Ern Jordan, salute to Ern Jordan in the house. Salute the Manhattan Project in the house. Salute Tribe Up. We can govern ourselves. We don't need controllers. U.S. government, we don't need y'all. You lying about who he is. Copper-colored persons and Nagas defined. Every person in whom there is ascertainable any need. You start right off talking about Indians and copper-colored people, and the first thing you want to talk about is a Negro. It don't take much to connect these dots, my Naga. I see the whole conversation is about us. And copper-colored and Indians defined. You jump right off the second sentence when you get into the nitty-gritty. The first sentence you saying the Negro. So copper-colored and Indians is the Negro. You telling me right away. You telling me without even trying to tell me in this statute 67. Every person in whom there is ascertainable in the Negro, boy, is clearly an Indian. Every person in whom there is ascertainable any Negro blood shall be deemed and taken to be a color, not copper colored no more, just a colored person. And every person not colored, we'll go ahead and just call him an Indian. Cause we finna whitewash this shit. We got it sold. We over here in control. We just need them to die off. Maybe we can get them to start aborting their babies all the time. Maybe we can get them to hate their own children. Maybe we can get them to worship our Benjamin Franklin cracker on the dollar more than they worship their own seed. Yeah, every person with a Naga blood, you know, you ain't Indian no more, man. Straight up, man. It's sad, man. It's frustrating, man. I don't even see about all these sections. 1/16th, man, all this, man. All that's irrelevant, man. We see what y'all did, man. Alright, man. You just rub the nigga title right the fuck off. You said, damn, all these niggas black over here. Well, since they black, let's just say they're African. Since let's just make a law that says if you black at all, even though we found you over here black as hell, called you copper colored, all y'all niggas got on feathers, even though we found you like that, we just write in the law. Say if you got any bit of black in you, you got any bit of, you officially by law ain't indigenous no more. You a slave and all now. You know, matter of fact, we catch you out here, we feel like you were African. And if you ain't got no legal white guardian, we putting you in shackles. I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious what happened, my nigga. It's quite obvious for anybody that just take the least bit of time to take a look at it. It's quite obvious. Hey man, I'm Blackjack, man. This House of Cons, man. I might slide back at y'all tonight. I gotta go handle a couple things, man. I just wanted to get into that real quick, man. I appreciate y'all one more time. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to the tribe, man. We out, man. Like I say, I might be back a little later, my nigga. I'ma holler at y'all on peace. One more time for Maxine Cross, my nigga. Salute. For the cash out, my nigga. Salute to the tribe for the support, my